everybody, welcome back to Alien Boy Gaming. Today I'm gonna continue what we just did. So it says follow Drippy and find the old man of the woods. For this video I'm gonna try to be a little bit faster because I already tried to redo this video and like it did not work. Like for example, it would not record, so I'm just gonna have to redo this video and I'm gonna be a little bit quicker. I'm gonna read faster.
Mr. Drippy! Wait for me!
He says me really weird. Me! Sorry. I'm sorry I screamed.
Who goes there?
That ain't the old man, that's a tree.
Jeepers.
Ollie boy, meet old Father Oak. How do, you a leafiness?
Oh, Drippy, it's you. And to what do I owe the pleasure?
Well, I got a visitor by here from another world, see? And what it is I was wondering if you might lend us a bit of a hand, like.
Oh, I should have known. You only ever come to see me when you are in need.
Sorry, you tall ship. You know I'm always very grateful.
This boy.
Ah, spotted it. Did you bark ship?
Well. The pure-hearted one. He who will drive out the darkness. And Drippy, you mean to...
That's right, your ancient ship. We're off to give Shadar a right royal hiding.
You? Why? As reckless as ever, I see. Very well. You shall have my aid. But first, we had better give the boy a familiar, had we not?
Oh, yeah. Clean forgot I did. He's right, Ollie boy. It might be a bit early, but I suppose we better teach you how to conjure up familiars, innit?
Familiars?
Yep, familiars. Here in our world, you can magic up little fighting creatures from your heart, see? They're called familiars. Where we're going, the beasties are only going to get bigger and meaner. So, you're going to need a helping hand, or claw, or beak, or tentacle.
Can I really do it?
Well, there's only one way to find out. You want to help your mum, don't you?
Sure I do.
Well then, grab your wizard's companion and turn to the page marked Form Familiar.
But Mr. Drippy, there's no spell named Form Familiar here. You what? The boy is correct. Look at his wizard's companion. It would seem that it is missing more than a few of its pages. Really? Knickers! So does that mean I can't cast the spell? Ho ho ho. I am not as powerless as all that, young man. Oliver, was it? Let me see now. Form familiar. Ah, yes. A gift from me to you, young Oliver. There it is. Ooh. Got another spell. You received a page describing the Form Familiar spell. Thank you very much, old Father Oak. But simply possessing the page for a particular spell is no guarantee that you will be able to make use of it. Some spells are simply not meant for certain wizards, such as life. Don't worry about that for now, man. Just give him Form Familiar a go. Just give Form Familiar a go, will you? Sure thing, Mr. Drippy. Okay, I guess I gotta cast Form Familiar. Basically, Form Familiar is like the Pokemon of this game. I mean, familiars are basically Pokemon, because they're like little creatures and they fight for and you can play as them. Form Familiar. And another animated cutscene.
That's tidy
That's
work,
to do
Ollie
good.
boy. Look at that. A warrior from your very own heart. A familiar.
This is a familiar?
That's right. The fighting spirit inside you made flesh. A soldier of your soul.
And he can really help me fight? Huh? Ouch! That was a mean trick.
And the stronger you get, the harder he's gonna hit as well.
Wow.
And thing's funny. Wow, Jody said. So this is familiar, huh? And he'll be coming with us? Indeed he will, Ollie boy. The more the merrier, ain't it? Here, you better give the little fellow a name, eh? Okay, I'm gonna name him Baylock, even if I normally name things Baylock, just cause, I don't know, I can. Man, I don't really know another name. Oliver, we cannot let you set off into the world with only that withered wand in your hand. Let me give you some spells to aid you in battle. The first is the restorative incantation known as Healing Touch. You received a page describing the Healing Touch spell. Tidy, that's the most useful spell there is for a wandering adventure. Cuts, bruises, sprains, gashes, all gone in a jiffy with Healing Touch. Gee, you make it sound like I'm gonna get hurt an awful lot, Mr. Drippy. Next, I give you the gift of the Blazing Inferno, Fireball. Shoots a little fire. It shoots a little ball of fire. That one does plant-based beasties flip and hate fire. One, even old tree face here was scared of Fireball. Drippy, how dare you? You would never aim such a spell at me, would you, boy? Golly, of course not, old Father Oak. You received a page describing the Fireball spell. Now, boy, you can press square at any time to use your spells menu. With a spell like Healing Touch can be used at any time, Fireball is meant primarily for use in battle. That said, the most unexpected of spells can prove incomparably useful. Given the right set of circumstances, novel problems call for novel solutions after all. If you find yourself at something of a loss, I recommend that you go through your magical repertoire. You never know which spell might save the day. You can now use the spells menu. Uh-oh. Another familiar got a fight.
Uh-oh.
Huh?
Spoiling for a fight, is it? Better give him what he wants, Ollie boy.
Huh? But what do I do?
Just think what you want him to do and he'll do it. It's as easy as falling off a log, man.
Okay. Just think what I want him to do. Here goes.
Whoa. Okay, I guess I gotta fight these things. Teeny Bopper A,
What's
Teeny
this?
Bopper B. Right, yo, Ollie boy, it's time to learn about fighting with familiars. First off, you got to get up who's going to fight out of you and your little friend. When we've gone to the trouble of making him so well, we'd best give him a go, eh? Select him, will you? Select him.
Here goes.
Tidy, now let's send him into the fray, shall we? Oh yes, that circle in the top left there, that's your familiar's stamina gauge. What that does is it shows you how much longer he can fight for, see? The longer you keep him on the go, the shorter his stamina gauge will get. When it's empty, that means the poor lad's so tired he can't fight anymore. Tragic, eh? So before that happens, you have to call him back to you for a bit of rest, like... Oh, and there's something else about familiars you should know. See this little mark by here? That's his sign. I guess that's like his element. It's sort of like a star sign, except there's only 4 of them. Sun, moon, star, and planet. And like star signs, different ones get on better. You can use that to help you in battle. Now let's talk about tricks. They're proper powerful abilities, a bit like your spells. And just like spells, they cost MP to use. You can see the cost written next to them. So that's 10 magic points. But what you've got to remember is that you and your familiar share MP and HP. So if a familiar uses a trick or takes a big hit, it's your MP or HP that will suffer. Crikey, this is a long old lesson, eh? Right, let's finish with a top tip, shall we? Your familiar stamina is always going down, so you'll need to swap with them regularly. You can do that anytime you like by pressing L1, ain't it? Now I'm gonna stop talking before I put us both to sleep. If it's your turn to sing for your supper, go on, boy, batch. That was a long reading lesson. Okay, let's attack the teeny bopper bee. Hey, mean, he's kind of effective. I'm assuming the fireball and stuff, or like, didn't that get a fireball spell? Yeah, I'm assuming fireball is gonna be pretty more useful, if that's a word. Okay, let's try out Cut Loose. He said that's my special move. Takes 10 MP, let's do it. What? I'm slinging my sword around. 8? That's 8 hits right there. Oh, he's almost out of energy. Let's switch to Oliver. And okay, I can use my spells. Let's see how much damage Fireball's gonna do. 14 damage and it one-shotted him. My gosh. I suppose it is grass against fire. I leveled up to level 3. So now you know how to fight with the familiar, ain't it, Ollie boy? To be a true contender, you'll need to learn when to let your familiar loose and when to take control of yourself. I'll do my best, Mr. Drippy. Go back on my heart. Oh, and when he's not fighting, the little fellow can be found taking it easy in the creature cage. In the creature cage, you can shower your faithful familiars with delicious treats. There are all kinds of treats to choose from. Some will improve their abilities, and there's other ones that can even teach them new tricks. Tidy! Feed the little blighters enough of what they fancy, and the bonds of familiarity between you will grow, meaning you can boost their abilities even more. Careful not to stuff them too well full of sweets. They'll only end up getting full up. Adoration in moderation, that's the key. It's probably a lot to get your head around, but just remember that the creature cage is where you look after your familiars and take it from there, ain't it? Sorry. The creature cage, got it. I promised to look after him real well, Mr. Drippy. The creature cage is now accessible from the main menu. Oh, I almost forgot. We had something we wanted to ask you, your trunkiness. There's a god down in Youngdale, and he's broken-hearted, see? Broken-hearted, you say. Shadar's evil spreads still further, so you'll be needing. That we will, your Okatu. There's quick you are. You have still got it, ain't you? Ho, ho, ho. Patience, young Drippy. Of course I have. Let me see now. Oh, a burp. Sorry, excuse me. Oh, I burped again. Sorry, excuse me. I know it's here somewhere. Crikey, you've not gone and lost it, have you? Lost it? The insolence. I put it away safely among my uppermost branches. It's still tangled up there, that's all. While I seek it out, I have a favor to ask you. Why did I mention we're in a flippin' hurry, didn't I? We haven't got time to go. Mr. Drippy, we should help old Father Oak. He gave us those spells, didn't he? Oh, very refreshing to meet such a responsible and honest young man. All right, get the flipping message. Go on, what is it you need of us for? Well, it's the guardian of the woods, you see. The guardian, eh? What's up with this old fellow? I'm afraid he has become rather unruly of late, and he is neglecting his duties. Well, there's no good. That's no good, is it? We'd better help you sort him out then, eh? The guardian, he sounds kind of tough. Too right he is. He's way stronger than your average beastie, but you got a familiar on your side now, man. You'll be fine. And besides, if you're gonna take down Shadar, you can't back out of a like guardian bashing now, can you? Okay, I'll do it. How very kind of you. The guardian can be found in the deepest part of the woods, beyond the whispering waterfalls. I wish you luck. you First spells, now familiars, are turning into a proper wizard, ain't it, Ollie boy? I guess I am, huh? Now then, why don't you take a closer look at your new mate, eh? How do I do that, Mr. Drippy? It's a piece of cake, man. Now listen up. If you look at the main menu, you'll see friends and familiars. That's where you'll find all sorts of details about you and your familiar's abilities. It is a bit complicated, and there are a fair few options kicking about in there, to be fair, but you'll see and get the hang of it, man. Now you still need to use the wizarding lock, so there's a limit to what you can do, ain't it? But keep fighting monsters and eventually you'll get stronger. We call that leveling up, see? You'll probably make some new mates before long, and also be sure to take a closer look at them. Like I showed you. You got it, Mr. Drippy. Your friends and familiars are now accessible from the main menu. Let me take a breath real quick. You guys are extremely lucky. Aren't you glad I do the voices? I could just sit there and have you read the voices and be quiet. You guys, be glad that I do the voices. Because I could just let you read them on your own. But okay, let's continue. Give my mouth a break. Okay, I guess I gotta go defeat the Guardian of the Woods. Let's go this way, because I have not been this way yet. As you can see on that map, that's the star. That's where I gotta go. Got a loaf of white bread. I forgot to mention, this is part number 3 of my series of No Kuni Wrath the White Witch. Whispering Waterfalls. Let's do some more reading, yay. It's best warn you, Wally boy. It's absolutely crawling with monsters beyond here. Careful you don't get got before you even get the Guardian 8. I'll be fine, Mr. Drippy. I have a familiar to help me now. There's brave you are. Don't forget though, if the going gets tough, don't be afraid to cast Healing Touch. I sure won't. And remember what old Tree Face told you, the spells menu was a mere tap of square away. You should try to familiarize yourself with the main menu too, while you're at it. Don't worry, you're not going to break anything no matter what you press, so have a good old poke around, ain't it? And when you learn your new skills and that, new options will come up on the main menu, so keep your eyes peeled and make the most of your new toys. Jeepers, there's so much to remember. You'll soon get used to it all, Mun. No worries, now past the Whispering Waterfalls and on to the Guardian of the Woods we go. Right, let's go help him get back to normal. Guys, in the comments, type in RIP Alien Boy's throat, because it's tired. Okay, let's go. Let's have a save right here. And then we'll go to the Guardian of the Woods. Actually, I might end it here just because my throat needs a rest. So I'll see you guys in the next video where I defeat the Guardian of the Woods. Bye!